And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes, and I am back to talk about the market in NBA 2K21 My Team Season 7. I have yet to get any of the reward cards except for Louis Dampier because I don't know why I did that, but I had to. They really want me to try to get rebounds with David Wesley. Wow. Like, really, dude? He's like 5'11". Now, as far as the market goes, like, we have so much XP, and 2K requires us, of course. You know, I thought it was going to be something cool with the XP, but no, it's all tied in to the current players, which is very unfortunate. So all the current Series 3 players, there's a lot of them that are required for XP challenges, like, for instance, get a double-double with Jarrett Allen, which kind of sucks. It's just incentivizing us to buy packs, which is annoying, but it is what it is. By the way, I got these done. I didn't use a single 76ers player in TT, and I definitely did not use 13 76ers players in a game, so I don't really know what that's all about. I think I might have used one 76ers guy in TT. I think I did, actually, but I definitely didn't use 3 for sure. So I'm guessing those are glitched, so you should be able to get those relatively easy. Yeah, I didn't. This is the last team I used, and I used that for like 5 games. By the way, the starter Derrick Rose we got is actually really good for a starter card. Like, I would highly recommend leveling that up. Now, as far as the market goes, it's kind of bounced back a little bit. Like, DeMar DeRozan you can still pick up for almost under 200k. That's still a really good deal for DeMar DeRozan, period. He's still one of the better 2 guards in this entire game. And a lot of them that you'll be able to pick up are going to have unlimited shoes and unlimited contracts. I don't really know why everyone's selling. Wilt Chamberlain still going for around 200k. I would say he's still worth it. Same with Kareem. They're both going for around the same price, and I think they're both worth that price. A lot of people are putting them up right now because they're going for Anthony Davis. One card I recommend investing in more or less is this Zion Williamson. You might be asking why this Zion. Because we're getting spotlight sims, and the Pelicans are a miserable team to try to fill out a roster for, and this Zion is, even though he came out in like Season 2, one of the best cards you can use for the Pelicans. That's gross, but it's real. Besides Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram, he's probably up there as one of the better cards you can use. So I'm picking him up for anything under 15. I'm probably going to pick up. Like, realistically. This Kevin Durant's another pretty cheap card that you can pick up for Spotlight Sims. We're probably going to have to use Oklahoma City Thunder, probably 10 players from it. And this Kevin Durant's good enough. Like, he'll be able to hold it down for the most part. This Jeff Green would be another card I'd look into picking up as well, because you can pick him up for under 5k right now, and you're going to want to fill out at least like a 7-man roster worth of cards from each team, just because you can use your 3 bench spots that don't touch the floor as guys as well. But for the most part, yeah, you are going to need some extra players to how to get those done, because if Mystery Domination is any indication, like, this is about to be a nightmare. When are we actually going to get it? I'm not sure. But yeah, Jeff Green for 4k, like, definitely worth picking him up now for 4k rather than when he's like 10 or 15 when the Spotlight Sims actually drop. Worst case scenario, you know, you picked up Jeff Green, maybe you lost a couple hundred MT when you have to sell him back if he doesn't end up being needed for the challenges, but I think he will. Now is the perfect time to kind of think about which teams you need players for, because it's like ideal you have at least 10 for, if not all of the teams, like the harder to get teams. Like, I picked up this Giannis today for 10k. Do I need him for anything? No, but for the Bucks challenge, if there is, use 10 Bucks players. Like, having a higher tier Giannis is a good idea. Paul George is really cheap too, by the way. He's only like 50 or 60k, though I wouldn't recommend spending that MT on him. Zion's down in price too, like this Zion, so if you've been looking to pick up this one or the Hero one, now's a good time to do that. I think he's still a little overpriced. I mean, he's still a top tier power forward, small forward. Kevin Porter Jr. is under 200k, same with Tatum. If you're looking for either of those, pick him up. If you picked up Lonzo Ball when he was under 100k, it would appear that he is back over 100k now. So if you want to profit off that, you can do it, but I still think Lonzo Ball is a top 3 point guard in this game right now, so I don't know necessarily if it's worth, you know, selling him. But if you want to pocket the MT, selling Lonzo Ball for over 100k and grabbing Penny Hardaway, you're not getting that much of a downgrade, if at all, depending on your playstyle, and you're making a bunch of MT. So definitely something to look at. Now, if you are looking for a really good shooting guard that is under 100K, Zach LaVine is incredibly good. Though I think there is other couple options that are a little bit better. Let's look at some of the idols guys. Now, if you need some Rockets players, which I know a lot of people do because the Rockets are a really hard team to put together as well, this Yao Ming is the same as the Opal Yao Ming and significantly cheaper, so I would just go grab this one. There's really no difference between the two guys, so, you know. Also, the mystery set, excellent set to look at when it comes to filling out teams with cheap players. LeBron James is way too expensive. Like, realistically, he's okay, but I don't think he's worth this price, especially on current gen. If you're over on next gen, I hear he's a monster, so he might be worth that price, I guess. Anthony Davis is going for about 500K. Like, realistically, Anthony Davis looks good, but I think there's guys you can pick up that will give you similar enough productivity to Anthony Davis that it's not worth spending 600K. This Anthony Davis is way down, so if you're a big Anthony Davis fan and you just want a nice Anthony Davis that's going to be able to like handle the ball and be like a 5-tool big man, go pick that one up. Chris Bosh, surprisingly, because I thought Derrick Rose was going to be the first dark matter to hit under 100K, and I think Chris Bosh actually is. And realistically, like, Chris Bosh is an excellent card for under 100K. He's still really good. He's one of the most slept on cards in this game. Not even kidding. Ja Morant, I'll pick him up if he goes under 100K. He's still going to dunk all over everybody, but he's just a little small. But if you're a big Ja Morant fan, go for it. Thon Maker's getting the hype train right now. He looks like he's nasty, like, straight up. Thon Maker is a beast. He's 7 foot tall and plays small forward. Like, 95 ball handle, like, why 2K? You couldn't have gave him an 86. Why do you have to do us like that? Why do you forsake us? Like, I wanted Thon Maker, dude. I didn't even want him because he's overpowered. I just like Thon Maker. Jonathan Isaac, I pulled from a pack just now. He looks to be really good. I haven't run any games with him yet, but Jonathan Isaac is usually really solid in 2K. He looks like a really nice kind of point forward option. He can play small forward or power forward. He looks like he's going to be able to stick defense on guys like Thon Maker or pretty much any of the big small forward power forwards. Is he necessarily better than like a Danny Ferry or anything like that? I think defensively, yes. Offensively, I don't think so. But he's really well-rounded, and he's going, last I checked, for around 70 or so K. That's how low I've seen him. That's about the lowest I've seen him. He might be lower now, but I think he's worth like 70 or so K. He looks to be better than Kuzma, but I would have to play with him. RJ Barrett is a monster. Like, I drew like 5 RJ Barretts today. He is an absolute beast. Like, literally, RJ Barrett is just Terry Dissinger. Like, he's got all the same stuff as Terry Dissinger. I'm not sure if he can Curry escape, though. I don't really use it in game too much, so I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. But RJ Barrett has the same jump shot as Terry Dissinger. It's just on very quick instead of quick. And if you miss using Terry Dissinger, I think you'll like RJ Barrett a lot. He's a little bit smaller, but he's a beast, man. Robert Covington is exactly what you'd expect from Robert Covington. Like, he's a great 3-and-D guy. That's basically what you're going to get from him. I mean, he plays excellent defense. He plays better at small forward than he does at power forward, though he is usable enough at power forward. He misses some rebounding badges, so you're going to need those. But he can operate as like a point forward, locking down the opposing team's best player. If you're on a budget, this guy is one of the best pink diamonds in the game as far as usefulness and what he does for your team. Robert Covington typically is one of those guys that the budget Robert Covingtons are always incredibly good. This guy's no different. Vukovic. He's got a dynamic duo with Lou Dort that doesn't really do anything. Look, realistically, this card is going to get overhyped just because he's 7 foot tall and can play small forward. He's okay. I've been playing with him a little bit. I don't think he's anything special. He's actually terrible on the boards, which he's 7 feet tall. He should probably be better. And like, he's actually worse than his stats would lead on to. Like, he was getting out rebounded by dudes who are like 6'9". Super unfortunate. He's an altogether pretty solid card, and if you're looking to fill out a Thunder lineup for Spotlight Sims, like, he's definitely worth it in that regard, for sure. Because he's going to help a lot during the Spotlight Sims if you don't have, like... Yeah, I guess none of the Kevin Durant's except for the Pink Diamond one. If you don't have, like, Paul George or something. Lou Dort is definitely someone I recommend to grab for Spotlight Sims, though. For sure, because you can get this dude for, like, 2.5 to 3K right now. He plays lockdown defense. He shoots a good 3. He dunks the ball pretty well. he's altogether super good, and he steals the ball a lot. 99, 99, 99, 99. That is so clutch against the Hall of Fame CPU. I promise it will be. So Lou Dort is somebody you should definitely go scoop. If you plan on doing spotlight sims, or even if you plan on just, I don't know, I think everybody should have this card. This card is nice, man. His jump shot's pretty good. He's a little bit small, but he's got that super stocky Lou Dort player build, which is super funny. He's a beast. He definitely needs some badges, though. Like, he misses some of them. Like, Deadeye and Flexible are pretty important. And if you're on Next Gen Blinders. Mo Bamba is a little disappointing, just because I don't even think he's as good as Eddie Curry, realistically. Just because Eddie Curry has some ball handling ability that Mo Bamba does not. That being said, like, Mo Bamba is a great diamond center. Like, if you're looking for a budget center that's just going to play defense and shoot the occasional open jumper or grab rebounds and dunk it, he's excellent. He blocks shots too. He's got a giant player build. Like, Mo Bamba's sick. You can get him for like 2-3K right now. He might be a little higher because his name is Mo Bamba. So, because I think I saw him earlier going for like 6. As far as Thanasis, another card I'd probably pick up if you plan on doing spotlight sims, just because the Bucks roster is a little weak at the guard position. There's not really that many guards that we've gotten. If you didn't plan limited and get Michael Redd, and yeah, that's about it, man, as far as like the guards that are really top tier. Him and Marquise Johnson. Costas, I mean, yeah, their dynamic duo doesn't really do anything. I mean, Costas will be a pretty interesting card if you need help at the budget position with like the Lakers team, but he's not really that great. Neither of the Antetokounmpos are really that tight. But I mean, if you're a big Antetokounmpo fan and you just want all 3 of them, why not? Go grab them. I bought 3 of them today. So Series 3, there's a lot of challenges that require you using these. If you pull LeBron, I promise, like, you don't actually need him for limited. So I would just sell him immediately and get all that MT. I mean, I've seen him go for about 30 or so K, which is way too much for a card with 5 Hoff badges. I mean, I'm glad the series cards have better badges, but it's really annoying that you have to use series cards for limited, because it's like whoever bought packs and spent a bunch of money today has a huge advantage, just because they have all the cards with the better badges, essentially. Luka's a pretty good option if you can go get him. He plays pretty okay defense. He can shoot a little bit. He handles the ball. The other problem is every single one of these current cards, like, that are shooters, have steady. So on next gen they're more than usable, but on current they're super annoying because they miss a lot of whites. And they also have slow jump shot timing for the most part. Well, like normal, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know. This limited week sucks. Like, I want Elgin Baylor, but like, it's been infuriating to play because it's essentially just a bunch of people 2-3 or 3-2 zoning depending on your team, and paint sitting with this Giannis. Literally, I think out of like 10 games that I played, 9 of them had Giannis, and they all just off-ball defense paint sat in zones. And it's super irritating. Like, it's beatable for sure, but it's just not fun. Like, it's just not fun to play the game. Kevin Durant, I mean, I've seen him once. Have James Harden, he's not very good. But at least he can attack the rim or whatever. Badges, the badge market's still kind of weak. You can still get MT for stuff like Rim Protector. Rim Protector and Flexible are still going for a decent amount, so if you have Rim Protector, like, yeah, that's even down, man. We got a lot of badge packs today, so that actually makes sense, but it is what it is. Other than that, the exchange. Oh yeah, I already exchanged for Louis Dampier, but Louis Dampier requires 25 Spurs players, so a lot of Spurs players are going for 3,000 and over, so if you have a bunch of Spurs players and you're not locking them in for a collection, I recommend selling them, because you get 3,000 basically a pop for anything bronze to sapphire or even ruby. So if you have any of those and you're not using them, you can make a pretty good amount of MT off these Spurs guys. So happy hunting, everybody. I will be back later streaming. I'm going to post a community post and let you guys know when I'm streaming. I think it'll be at like 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to play some TTO, open some reward packs, mock the current Series 3 cards again, as I've been doing all day. I've been having a good time. Shout out to everyone that commented, enjoying my commentary on the Series 3 pictures. But like I said, I'll be back, and obviously I'll be doing videos all weekend. I will be uploading over on the second channel too, because there's a bunch of new show stuff, and I might go back to Madden and play a little bit. I might even play some NBA Live 19. Who knows? I'm wildin'. Peace out, guys.